I cheated on my husband with a gym instructor, and now my sister has stolen my life. Hello everyone. I don't know where to start, but I need advice from women who've been through this. Did you fix it? If so, how? Please help me. I'm ashamed, even using a fake name, but the desperation of losing my family, my husband, and my children outweighs that. I'll call myself Sonia. I'm 38, married at 23, with my eldest daughter now 14. My husband is a wonderful man, devoted, family-oriented, thoughtful, hardworking. I know many will ask why I cheated. Here's my story. I'm a teacher and mother of 3 girls. My husband, Zach, works hard but always makes time to help with our daughters. When we met, I was very attractive, fit and active. My sister, Isabella, introduced us. They've been friends since school. I wasn't initially drawn to Zach. He wasn't like the handsome, athletic guys I dated. He was slim, not overweight, but not my type. We started dating the day after Isabella's birthday. They remained best friends, and Isabella always knew Zach's plans, like surprises he'd prepare for me. Thinking back fills me with nostalgia. My chest aches. I can barely breathe. Those were the best years of my life. Our marriage, our daughters' births. After university, Zach proposed the day I graduated, one of my happiest moments. I love him with all my being and don't want to lose him. I want our family whole again. I can't stop crying as I write this. I got a teaching job in our city. Zach's business thrived, giving us more than enough to live comfortably. Our first daughter arrived, a spitting image of her father with his stunning caramel eyes. We were happy. My family was everything. Our second daughter came, blonde like me. Trouble started after our third daughter. I fell into postpartum depression, not understanding what was wrong. It took 3 years to address it, as I resisted therapy, fearing it meant admitting I couldn't care for myself or my family. I stopped working, tended to my girls, then collapsed in bed, crying or watching soaps. Zach urged therapy for our family's sake and mine. He joined me, but the first therapist didn't help, so we switched. The new one suggested my changed body after 3 kids was the issue. She was right. I didn't look like before, my clothes didn't fit, and I was still young. I started exercising at home and eating healthier with my girls and Zach's unwavering support. Their love was my anchor. Weeks later, a friend convinced me to join her gym. I liked the youthful vibe, the friendly guys and girls, and set out to reclaim my old figure, not realizing it was impossible after 3 kids and years past. Influenced by my friend and gym peers, I chased that goal. I discussed it with Zach, who supported me if it made me happy. Now, I wish I could turn back time and beg him to stop me from joining, to spare him the pain I'd cause. After 4 months, results showed I looked better, fueling my drive to feel young again. I never encouraged the gym instructor, but his lingering looks and occasional flirting made me feel alive, like I was 20 again. I knew it was wrong, not an excuse, but that tension revived me. He suggested drinks after training. I declined at first. My friend called me foolish, saying it was just juice, no harm. I knew accepting was the start of something more, but we went out multiple times, always as friends. Each outing felt like a step in the wrong direction. I tried avoiding him, but my friend egged me on, saying such chances don't come twice and no one needed to know. He took me to hangouts with his young friends. The vibe blinded me, like being 20, though I was the oldest. My friend became my accomplice, tagging along for her own fling with another gym guy. I started making excuses to leave home on weekends. Zach and my girls noticed I seemed better, happy for me, but missed me as I spent hours at the gym. The thrill consumed me. I never considered Zach's or my daughter's pain, even when my second daughter asked, "Leaving again, Mom?" That memory now stabs my heart. Things spiraled when Zach confronted me for forgetting to pick up the girls from school, saying I was physically present but mentally elsewhere. I insisted he and the girls were my priority, but we argued over chores I'd neglected. He was trying to wake me up, I see now. The fight ended unresolved. Zach asked Isabella, who'd been helping with the girls due to my depression, to talk to me. She'd once said I was at the gym too much, but gladly helped when she could. Isabella questioned me. I confessed everything, including the instructor. She must have sensed it from how I spoke. She asked if I realized what I was doing. I denied anything serious, but she wasn't convinced. She offered to come 5 days a week to help with the girls, not just for them, but to confirm her suspicions. When she was around, I stayed home as much as possible, but I craved the instructor and that youthful scene. She wasn't fooled, showing up unannounced. The first day I cheated, I felt filthy, showering for hours, deluding myself it was for my good. Each day I felt younger. The day it unraveled, there was a citywide gym event. I left all day, caring only about the instructor and that life. The event ended, we were drunk, and stopped at a gas station. I didn't see Isabella parked there, but she saw me in a group of about 20. She didn't confront me, but followed us to a motel. This part's the hardest to write. It hurts too much. She found me with the instructor in the motel parking lot. Mid-act, caught on cameras. Isabella, crying, banged on the car, yelling for me to get out. I dressed, stumbled out. She screamed how I could do this with a perfect family, a loving husband, and 3 daughters, while she couldn't have kids, her husband leaving her for it. I had everything for happiness and destroyed it for a kid young enough to be my brother. Her words crushed me. I swore it ended there. I'd never return to the gym or see him, begging her not to tell Zach. I knew she wouldn't stay silent. She demanded to know how long I'd cheated. 4 months, I admitted. She sobbed harder, slapped me when I grabbed her arm, and left. The instructor tossed my stuff from his car and drove off. I called my friend, spilling everything, still numb. She tried justifying it with empty words, but I couldn't explain anything. Hours dragged, the uncertainty of whether Isabella would tell Zach, killing me. Should I call him? What would I say? I thought of my girls. My friend's words hit. I needed a lawyer. Zach would divorce me, fight for the girls, the house, a hefty settlement. I wept, begging her to meet me. Home was empty, my girls' things gone. Zach, my eldest, Isabella, none answered my calls. I sent voice messages begging forgiveness, for a chance, but got no reply. Panicking, I trashed gym stuff to erase my guilt. They must be at Isabella's, I thought. My friend drove me there. Lights were on. I crept close and heard Zach's gut-wrenching sobs. Peeking in, I saw him crying, Isabella hugging him. I couldn't face him. What could I say? I returned home, called my mom, confessed everything. She was horrified but listened as I unburdened my guilt. I cried myself to sleep. Next day, Isabella came for more of the girls' things. She said, "Zach doesn't want to see you. Divorce papers will arrive in about 15 days. You can see the girls at my place when Zach's not there. Don't try taking them. Your behavior this past year means no judge will side with you. The parking lot has cameras. You can't deny it." My soul left me. Isabella was merciless. "Please, I need to talk to him," I begged. "Find him at his business, but don't make a scene. You can see the girls this afternoon after the gym." Her gym jab stung. "I quit the gym. I'll never go back," I said. "Do what you want," she replied, leaving with their things. I felt hollow. I called Zach. He finally answered. "Hello, love, we need to talk," I said. "At the restaurant on 6th, he replied. I rushed there. His red, tear-streaked eyes broke me. He looked down, avoiding my gaze. "Hello, Zach, how are you?" I asked. He didn't speak, tears falling silently. I poured out apologies, swore I'd change, promised the impossible. He looked up, wiped his tears, stood, and said, "I'll send the divorce papers." I froze, watching him walk away. How many times can your soul shatter? How often can you regret? I've begged forgiveness alone in my room, screamed into my pillow, prayed for one chance to make it right. vowing to live better. I want my family back. What can I do? I rage at my stupidity, thinking I could be young again, turning my back on my girls, my husband. I wish I could rip out my heart. I want Zach to yell, "Hurt me, I deserve it." Maybe then we'd be even. His silence kills me. I fear it's worse than anger. I visited my girls. Zach wasn't there. Isabella opened the door. My little ones sat on the couch. None rose to greet me. The younger two said, "Hi, Mom." I hugged and kissed them, missing them terribly. My eldest, Helen, gave me a cold stare. "Hi, love," I said. "What do you want, Mom?" she replied, piercing my heart. Isabella said, "Sweetie, don't talk like that," stroking her face. Helen clung to her, and I realized Isabella was trying to take my girls. My youngest asked, "Are you leaving, Dad?" I said it was between us. She replied, "You don't love us anymore. That's why you're with your lover." Shocked, I asked who told them. Isabella said, "They overheard us, sorry." Helen snapped, "You think I'm stupid? I knew about your lover for months. You acted like a lovesick teen, embarrassing me." I begged, "Sweetie, can we talk privately?" She glanced at Isabella, who said, "Go, love. Call if anything happens." Stunned by their closeness, we went to the shed. I said, "I missed you, love." She listed things she'd done I was clueless about, killing me inside. I could only say, "I'm sorry, love." She said nothing. Isabella called. "Time, love. Your friends are coming." Helen had a group project more important than me. Her time wasn't mine anymore. Furious, I told Isabella, "I know what you're doing, trying to take my kids, my family." She replied, "No, you handed them to me when you chased your fling. You left them after Sophia was born, lost in your soaps and world. I've been in their lives for over 3 years, not meaning to take your place, but they needed me. I'll never understand how you traded your girls and husband for an affair." She went inside. Helen left with a friend's mom, waving to Isabella, not me. It should have been me saying, "Be careful. Love, I'll call later." Helen said, "Bye," to me. I wanted to scream but held it in. Back inside, I tried bonding with my younger girls, but they let me go easily. How often had I left when they needed me? I told Isabella I'd fight for my girls and Zach, that she'd get nothing. She said nothing. The girls left with her, laughing as they drove off. Devastated, I called my parents about Isabella's actions, but they defended her, saying she supported me when I was unwell. I've sought lawyers, knowing I'll lose much due to my actions. No day passes without regret for my selfishness, chasing youth. I can't blame anyone. I'm determined to reclaim my life, to confront Zach and demand he speak. Update. Thank you for your messages. They've helped, especially other stories. I've also read harsh ones calling me names. I appreciate them, as I tell myself the same daily. It took months to finish this, writing repeatedly helping me cope. Here's what happened since my last post. I sent Zach a long message about our relationship, my depression's impact, and how separation would hurt our girls. I tried manipulating him, seeking forgiveness, suggesting he shared blame for not setting rules or watching me closer, letting me go to the gym unchecked. I said he could judge me, but I wouldn't let Isabella take my family just because she helped briefly and can't have kids. I demanded we talk, that he propose solutions to rebuild our family, assuming he'd want to fix this per my lawyer's advice, as I'd lose more in a divorce. He replied, "My lawyers say not to talk, but if we must, one last time, fine." I had a chance to say I loved him and our girls, willing to do anything for forgiveness. "I love you," I said before he hung up. He didn't respond. I had 2 days to plan, aiming to paint Isabella as a bitter manipulator over her failed marriage and infertility. My talks with my younger girls, Debbie and Sophia, are brief, painful as I condition them to this. Helen, 14, ignores my calls and texts. Her 15th birthday was nearing, and Debbie reminded me, saying, "Helen doesn't want you at her party. thinking you'll bring your lover. I forgot Helen's birthday, and Debbie believed I was still with the instructor. Holding back tears, I said, "Sweetie, I have no lover. Don't mention him. I'm going to her party as a surprise. Don't tell." She agreed, then mentioned playing with Maxie, a puppy adopted with Mom Isabella. She apologized, hung up. I was crushed. My girls call Isabella Mom, but I'm alive. It's unbearable, my fault, but enough. I want their love. I found nothing to discredit Isabella. She endured pain trying for kids, then her husband's cheating, lies, yelling, hitting, and humiliation before he left and divorced her, per my mom. I was never there for her, but I won't let her have my family, though she may deserve them. I won't stop fighting. At our meeting, Zach looked sharp, dark glasses, well-dressed like I'd forgotten to notice. I wore something slightly revealing, not too much, to seem remorseful, not carefree like before. "You look good," I said. "Thanks," he replied. "How are you?" "You cheated. How do you think I am?" A dumb question. His polished exterior misled me. "I'm so sorry," I said. "I never meant to hurt you. I was weak, betrayed you. I regret it every day. Please, I love you with all my heart. We can overcome this with therapy." He cut in. "Did you love me when you were with your lover? When you texted him while I slept beside you?" "Forgive me," I begged, crying, staring at the floor. "I love you, always will. It was a mistake. Don't throw away our years over one error." "Your error lasted months," he said. "How can I forgive you? You looked me in the eye, said you loved me, then ran to him, choosing him over our girls. I paid for your gym to help you, not for infidelity. I broke my back for our girls, you. Did you know my business failed twice? Who was there? Not you. You were with your lover." I felt weightless, my mind adrift. "There's no fixing us," he said. "But please, be patient with the girls. I don't want them to hate you or blame me later for keeping them away." "Don't force it." He went upstairs for papers. "Don't go," I pleaded. "I love our girls more than you. I ruined my bond with them. It haunts me, but I want to make it right. Don't leave me." I accused Isabella of manipulating him and the girls. "Isabella's been our light in this chaos, helping with what's most precious," he said. "Are you sleeping with her?" I asked. "No, but not because of you," he replied. I collapsed, sobbing on my knees. Night fell. I stayed there, dozing, crying. I barely talked to my younger girls. Helen wants nothing to do with me. I accepted my marriage, ended 2 weeks ago. We'll finalize divorce details with lawyers. I'm in therapy, crying through sessions, hoping months more will give me strength to work and stay busy. I'm focused on rebuilding with my girls. Today's Helen's 15th birthday. I promised her space, but my heart breaks. I need to see her. I bought what she always wanted, desperate for her forgiveness, knowing I need patience. I'm outside Isabella's house, where a small party with Helen's friends and Zach's family is happening. Music plays. My chest burns to see my girls. I knock. Zach opens, shocked. "I just brought this gift," I say. "You shouldn't be here," he replies. "Please, let me give it to her. If she wants me gone, I'll leave." Reluctantly, he lets me in. Eyes judge me. Driving here, I recalled Helen's excited face showing me her desired gift years ago and her disappointment when I gave her something childish last year. "Hi, love, I brought this," I said. "Open it, you'll love it." Trembling, I watched. She didn't kick me out, my biggest fear. Her face showed anger, discomfort. My younger girls watched her. Everyone did. She opened it, saying, "What's this?" Panicked, I asked, "Is it what you wanted? Remember?" Furious, she snapped, "When I was 13. I'm 15 now. You asked for this at 14, and instead, you gave me a stupid gift for a 9-year-old. Why do you keep ruining my life? Did you know your lover's the cheer captain's brother? Know what they call you at school? You'll never go back there. Everyone knows you're a slut who cheated on Dad. I slapped her. Our bond shattered. Isabella rushed over, pushed me yelling, "Don't touch her," consoling her. My younger girls, scared, ran to Zach, who glared furiously. Helen, crying, begged Isabella to make me leave. Isabella soothed. "Calm down, love, she's leaving. Guess what? Remember that white sand beach with the white pier you wanted? I convinced your dad for a trip this weekend for your 15th. Bring friends." Helen's face lit up, thanking Mom, saying she loved her. They hugged. My younger girls joined, all four embracing. I stood frozen, watching my family with Isabella. Zach said, "You should go." I left, the door shutting behind me, holding back tears. I drove, stopped, and screamed, cursing my friend, my life. Hours later, parked roadside, police approached, thinking my car was broken down. I spilled everything, needing to talk. My house feels empty, but I won't move, remembering Zach carrying me in as newlyweds. Today, I'll sign the divorce papers. Zach's lawyer says he won't speak to me directly. Everything goes through them. I'll try one last time to talk. He arrives. Everyone greets him. I can't be alone with my girls. Helen's not obligated to see me. If they don't want contact, I can't force it for months, maybe longer, to avoid harassing my own kids. I can't take them anywhere without Zach's permission. He avoids my gaze as I hear this. Signing time comes. Before he signs, I say, "Is this what you want? Look at me. Tell me you don't love me. Want to keep the girls from me over one mistake. Don't you see Isabella wants my life?" My lawyer urges, "Sign, please, or it'll get worse. You can rebuild with your girls slowly." They left. I haven't spoken to Zach or my girls since. He and Isabella handle everything. I have no say. It's better this way. 2.5 months since Helen's birthday. I'm thrilled to see my younger girls today. My therapist prepared me for this. Helen still wants nothing from me. I'll wait forever for a "Hi, Mom." For more months passed. My bond with my younger girls improves, but Helen's unchanged. I learned Isabella and Zach are dating, and she's pregnant. Her issue apparently her ex-husband's. It hurt, but I must accept it. I applied for a job, hoping for acceptance. I'm not dating, focusing on myself. For those curious, my friend's fling ended. The guy sent her photos and videos to her husband, who left and divorced her. She chased him to no avail. I'm left with a sliver of my life, paying dearly for my mistakes. I regret not seeking help sooner, listening to the wrong people. I miss my family. I'm in a support group for women like me, seeing myself in their faces at various stages.